we agree with a lot of the things that the government's saying, Mandelson's saying about education and extra licensing. But the problem is, anybody who knows anything about the internet knows that if you disconnect people, you just drive people underground, i.e. you get users turning to encryption. And when you do that, you've basically lost these people, you can't track them, and you've lost them. You could lose them forever. If you lose people, then you know, if people find other ways. For instance, now I know that there's a fact that through a Swiss ISP for about £4 a month, you can get an ISP portal where you can't be tracked. Any traffic that you have, anything that you upload or download cannot be tracked. And this is what people will turn to. So we in the artist community realized this. And we, about a month ago, we had a meeting in our studios. There was Lily Allen there, a bunch of us there. And we basically came up with a compromise. So rather than disconnection, a much better approach would, 3 warning letters, fine, but how about bandwidth throttling, which basically means you slow down their streaming. And I believe that the British film industry, that's their preferred means of dealing with a persistent file share. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have got involved in this if this was about where I am, because we don't need to make any more money or whatever. This is about, fundamentally, this is about, the young artists. Nowadays, a lot of the way they get their music, they get known on profile, and people like Liliana, is through file sharing. It's through MySpaces. It is through the sharing of music that's not paid for. So this isn't about the fat cats like myself. It's about trying to help young artists at what's a fairly it's a fairly troublesome time for them potentially. Particularly as artists, what's been great about this whole period is that people like Lily Allen has said, listen, this really affects me. You are stealing my music. I understand that you might want to share it, and that's a different thing, but if you're stealing huge chunks of it, it does affect us. It affects the way we make our music. It affects the way we record everything. So I believe that, it's like what we did with our last album. We basically said, we entrusted the fan or whatever to say, pay what you want, because I don't think people are there to get all they want. I really don't think so. I think people are basically responsible. 5%, 2% might not be, but most people are good about that kind of stuff.